Okay, so thank you for tuning in to my lesson on our purple pet rock playground. So this is what we're going to be making. Our little pet rock playground, complete with pet rocks. There and there, there's one on the slide. I made a little swimming pool, a rock wall for climbing. There's a swing and a sandbox and a little bench over here for Mommy Rock to sit on. We're going to be making all this together. So let's get started. Okay, so these are the supplies that you're going to need to make your pet rocks and your playground. For your pet rocks, you're going to need rocks, whatever size and however many you want. You're going to need some soap and water to clean your rocks, a towel to dry your rocks, some paint, whatever colors you want to use to paint your rocks, and a paintbrush. And if you want to add Google eyes to your little rocks, you're going to need some Google eyes and some glue to glue those on. Or if you're just going to draw your eyes on like I am, because my rocks are really small, so the Google eyes won't fit. So I'm just going to use a Sharpie, a permanent marker, to draw my eyes on. So for the for the playground. Okay, so for the playground, you're going to need something to put the playground in if you want to. You don't actually have to have something to put the playground in. You can make your playground pieces and just play with them on the table if you want to. But if you want to have a base like I have, this was my base. I just used a little Amazon box that I cut the sides off. You can use whatever you want, just a piece of cardboard or a shoe box. You just want to make sure the sides are low so that you can reach in and be able to play with it. And then whatever you have around the house to make your playground equipment. Let me show you what I did. Let me just pull this over and make it a little bigger so that you can see what I got. Okay, so for the swing set, this was my swing set. I just used popsicle sticks. I use elastic, and the elastic I use is actually a little mask holder that I had. But, you can use string, you can use yarn, you can use twist ties, you can use wire, whatever you have, anything that you have to make the swing. And then the little swing part, I just used a piece of felt that I had. But again, you can use whatever you want. If you have some extra material, or, you can even use a couple paper towels, whatever you have. And so that's how I made my swing set. And the slide is just one popsicle stick and some toothpicks that I cut up and glued together as the ladder. And my husband actually made the slide curve like that. He somehow heated up the popsicle stick. I think he used hot water, and this kind of held it for a few minutes in that shape. And then once it dried, it stayed like that. And for the bench that I made, it's just some little random piece of wood that I had. This is the back of it is just a piece of a popsicle stick. And then we glued 3 beads on the bottom for it to stand up. The little pool that I made, this part here is actually Florist Oasis that I got at Dollar Tree. I've had it for years. And I just used a spoon to scoop out the middle to put the pool in there. And the pool is actually diced peach cup that I had. I ate the peaches, cleaned it out, I trimmed a little off the top, scooped out the Oasis with a spoon and glued the little thing in there. The steps are made out of a sponge. This was the sponge I had. Just cut off the corner and then cut this little piece out and made that as the third step. So that's what the pool is made out of. And then I think the last thing, I have this also, which is the sandbox, which is just the bottom of a water bottle that I cut off, painted it, and I'm going to fill it up. The sand that I'm going to use is going to be crushed up Ritz crackers. And the last thing that I have, that was my husband, is the rock wall that I made for the little rocks to climb on. And it's just a piece of cardboard that I painted with the sponge and some purple, black, and white paint. And then the little climbing things are just blobs of hot glue that I put on there. So that's what I use to make my things. You can use whatever you want. Just use what you have around the house. Use your imagination and have fun with it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to pick our rocks. Can't have pet rocks without any rocks, right? So here I am. I am out in my front yard. And I'm just gonna look for some rocks right here. I don't know if you can see. Okay, here's one. One, two, three. Now I'm gonna pick several rocks so that I can have some rocks and my rocks can have some friends to play with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna pick 8 rocks. Okay. Now we just need to take them inside and wash them off. Okay, so I just brought my rocks inside. I'm going to put a little soap on my scrub brush. And I am just going to scrub the dirt off of each rock. And make sure you get them all clean so you can paint them. Alright, just like that. Alright, and once your rocks are clean, make sure you dry them off real good. I'm drying mine with a paper towel, and I'm also going to just set them out in the sun for a few minutes so that they are nice and dry when I paint them. Okay, so now that we have our rocks and that they are all clean and dry, we can start painting them. So I actually added one more rock. I have 9 rocks altogether. And, you know, I forgot to tell you this earlier, but you can pick any size rock that you want. I just picked the small ones so they will fit in my pet rock playground. But you can pick whatever size you want. If you want big pet rocks, you can pick big rocks. Why not? So now I'm going to paint my rocks. And since I'm doing this for my purple lesson, I'm going to paint them purple. But of course, you can paint them any color you want. So let me show you what I'm doing here. I am mixing some red and blue paint so that I can get purple. So I've got some red and some blue, and I'm going to mix them together to get a beautiful shade of purple. You see how it's turning purple? Now, if you just have purple paint, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, you can paint your rocks any color that you want. So now I have some purple paint. So I'm going to go ahead and just slap some paint on my rock here. I picked one of my bigger ones. And yes, I know I'm going to get paint on my fingers, and that's okay. And then once my rock is all painted the color I like, I'm just going to set it aside here on my other plate to dry. So I'm going to do 2 rocks in this color. So I'm going to get another rock. Paint it all purple. Hello, my friend. I'm so glad to see you turning purple today. Purple is my favorite color. Okay, now I got those 2. I'm actually going to use this paper towel here to wipe my fingers off. Now I'm going to add a little bit of white paint to this purple that I have to make it a little lighter. Whoa, that was a lot. That's okay. Because I don't want all my rocks to be the same color, but I do want them all to be purple. So I'm going to add white and make it a little bit lighter for this couple of rocks I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to paint my rock. Boom shakalaka. There we go. Another beautiful pet rock. All purple and beautiful. Now I'm going to do another one in this color. Here we go. Just paint till the whole thing is covered. Oh, look my little rock families I'm getting. All right, I'm going to wipe my fingers off again. And I'm going to add a little bit more white to make it even lighter. Can you see how it's getting lighter and lighter purple? Ooh, look at that. I'm not sure how good you can see that, but it's a nice light lavender purple color. And I'm going to go ahead and do another rock. That's kind of close to the other one. That's okay. Whoa. Little rock doesn't need quite so much paint, does it? All right. One more. In that color, and I'm going to add a little bit more white. See if I can get it even lighter. I only have 2 more rocks left. Oh, yes. Look at that. Nice and light. I'm going to use the paint from right here in the middle. Oops, I guess I better wipe my fingers off first, right? And then I'm going to paint my last 2 with this pretty light color purple. Okay. Now, if you're making a purple playground like I did, this would be a good time maybe to paint your parts of your playground if you have them built already. Okay, I am going to let my rocks dry, and I'll see you the next step. Okay, bye. So here it is. Here's our completed pet rock playground. And as you can see, I decorated the rocks. I drew cute little faces on them with the permanent marker. Gave some of them some hair. I used paint for that. So as you can see, this little guy in the slide, he's got some stripes. And our friend in the pool also have some stripes and polka dots. Our friend over here getting ready to climb the rock wall. There he is. Got some polka dots. And little mommy. Oh, mommy tipped over. Mommy back here pushing the swing. She got some stripes. And I also left some just plain purple that I drew some faces on. We got the little guys in the sandbox here. Look, this little guy's burying the swing. I'm going to bury you, my friend. Whee! The other guy likes it. He says, okay. And over here, we got our little friend right here getting ready to jump in the pool. Whee! Splash! Oh, better turn him over. There we go. Our little friend here that's going to climb the rock wall. Oh, he's backwards. There he is. Yay, I made it to the top. Yay. Jump down, little guy. Whee. And over here we have mommy pushing the baby on the swing. Whee. Little baby's having fun in there. And we got mom sitting on the bench watching her baby rocks play in the sandbox. So there is my purple pet rock playground. I hope you enjoyed making yours with your pet rocks. Thank you for tuning in to my purple pet rock playground art lesson. We'll see you next time, friends. Bye-bye.